Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Alif bin Muhammad Amin from class BIL 3113, which is English Language Analysis Group B. Without taking too much of our time, I am going to go ahead and present my presentation about what is Praat. First of all, we might pronounce Praat as Praat, but actually the correct pronunciation is actually Praat, because Praat actually means talk in Dutch, and it's a free computer software package, or to keep things simple, an app for speech analysis in phonetics. It was developed by Paul Boersma and David Weening of the University of Amsterdam. This app was developed and released in 1991 and can be run and opened in any computer software such as MacBook, Windows, and many more. Enough about the history of the Praat. The question is, where could we possibly download this incredible app? Well, lucky for you, I have found the link to download this app, and here is the link for you to download it yourself. So, first of all, what are we going to do is, we paste this link into the Google search bar, or any search bar that you prefer, and when you press enter, it should look like this. Now, when you get to the website, you could see everything about Praat. You might get overwhelmed, but don't you worry, because I'll be guiding you one by one, starting from on top of the left corner, which is here, which is the panel, the download Praat. Now, the download Praat, now you can guess it for yourself, because this is the panel to download the app. So, depending on your computer or laptop, choose what your laptop is capable of running the app. For me, I use Windows, so I will press on the Windows button. But before I explain further into how to download it, let me explain about the other panels. Next is the panel information on Praat, which is here. As you can see here, this panel helps people who just started using Praat by giving them a manual on how to do it. By clicking the blue beginner's manual by others, we will go to a different page and we can view the simple paragraph format tutorial there. Next is the authors panel. In this panel, we can see the developers of this app and ways to contact them. If you run into any sort of problems, the developers have already answered some of the questions that you might ask, which is in the questions, problem, solution panel. Now, if you scroll a little bit down, you can see the word functionality, which consists of all of the functions that you can use during the Praat app. And you can see all of the functionality, which is like this, that Praat has to offer, like the speech analysis, which is the process of analyzing the speech signal to obtain relevant information of the signal, labeling and segmentation, which is here, learning algorithm, graphics, experiments, portability speech synthesis, listening experiments, speech manipulations, statistics, programmability, and finally, configurability. If you have any questions or how to do something that you probably wanted to analyze on, just go to the website and you can see it for yourself by clicking on the corresponding panels that you want. Moving back to the how to download the app on our computer or laptop. So, for my laptop, I use Windows. So, for me, I'm going to click on the Windows section over here. Or if you use MacBook, you need to click the label Macintosh. So, after you've clicked your desired source, you will be moved to another Windows section, like this. And the website will ask you to choose to download between the 64 or 32-bit. But the website recommends you to download the 64-bit for it can run in your computer or laptop smoothly. Also, in this page, you can see all questions that have been answered to make you feel assured about the app. And don't worry, this app does not contain any virus. After you've finished downloading the app, it would look like this. And just simply open the file and allow it to make changes to your computer, and the Praat app will appear shortly. So, after the installation is done, when you start the Praat app, two windows will pop up like this. On the left, you can see the object window, and on the right, you can see the picture window. But in this video, we will only be focusing on the object window. So first of all, what are we going to do is to analyze a word. But how can we put it in a sound or our recording into the app itself? So what we need to do is, first, we press the new button in the object window, which is here, and choose record mono sound. Or if you already have an audio in your save files, go to open section, which is this one, and go to the open section. And when you click open, there's a lot of information on the pop-up, but just click on the read from file button and it will lead you to your folders. So just click on what folder that you want, like this, and press it, and it will automatically be stored in the Praat object section. But if you want to record your voice, press the new button like I've explained earlier, like this, and choose record mono sound. After you've clicked the button, a sound recorder pop-up will appear like this. And now, what you need to do now is press the record button over here. After you've said the word, press the stop button and it would look like this. If you press the record button, it will look like this, and if you stop the button, it would look like this. But it is not saved yet. So, to save the progress, just press the Save to List button and it will appear in the object section like this. You can rename the recorded sound to anything that you want. For example, I choose the name sound, so it will save the name as sound. If it is successful, it should look like this. And if you want to save your recording, press the save button and press the save as text file button, and it will redirect you to your file folder, and you can choose which folder that you want to save at. After you've saved it at your desired location, to put it back in the object window, go to open and press read from file. So I've saved my sound in this folder, so I just click on the sound and press open. And when I do this, it will automatically appear in the object window, like this. Now, for the most important part is when you press the view and edit part. You will see our sound pattern, like this. Now, I will explain to you what does all of those buttons starting from the edit section. For file, it is just a file button. So, the button edit is purely to edit out sound. If we accidentally click delete on our sound, we can restore it by clicking the undo button. But for now, we won't have to focus on this button. Next button is the query button. This button is mainly for info. The view button is to play the sound, but to make things simple, if you want to play the sound, just press the tab button. But if you press the play button, it will have a pop-up like this. But don't click anything except for the button OK. If you press OK button, it will play the sound. Next is the select button. Now, after the select button is the spectrum button, or the other word is spectrogram. Spectrogram is a visual representation of the spectrum of frequencies of a signal or sound wave, or to make things simple, it is the sound wave of the sound, and to explain the existence of this sound. So, as you can see, the black shadows like this is the spectrum. The next button is the pitch button. The pitch indicator is the blue in color. And the pitch indicator is mainly to show us the intonation, whether the pitch is high or low. So as you can see here, the pitch goes low and then it goes high, like this. So the sound maybe has a high pitch in the middle. The next button is the intensity button. And the indicator is in the yellow. in color, and so the intensity explains about how the word stress convey in the sound that we use. The next button is the formant button, and the indicator are the red ones, as you can see here. The formants are just to explain our own sound, but we won't be looking at formants in this video. The last button would be pulses, and the indicator would be the blue color in bar in the sound wave. So, this indicator is mainly to show when does the sound starts, and we will not look at this indicator in this video. So, in this video, I will explain about how does the word water in the UK and US differs from one another. So, I'm going to explain about the word water in UK first. Let's see here, view and edit. So we're gonna remove the pitch first and the intensity. So, as you can see under the sound wave, it is the spectrum, which is this one. And it sounds like this. Okay, to play, only the water sound just track from the starting point of the sound until the end like this. And to hear this sound, just press the tap button, which is like this. Yeah. Now if you look at the pitch, okay, so we are going to open the pitch. The first blue indicator slowly rises up for the T word, which is like the water. The T word, the water for the British pronunciation, stays the highest because the intonation is high at the T sound and gradually goes down. As for the intensity, I'm going to show this. The first sound, which is wa, goes up and then gradually goes down and up again, as the pronunciation is like water. But if you close the spectrum, this, it would be easier for you to see a simple graph on how it pronounced. So for the British, it sounds like water. Okay, let's look at the US. Let's look at the US pronunciation. As for the water in US accent, which is like this. Water. Can play again. Water. So in British it's water, but in US it's water. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna remove the pitch and intensity first. So we're gonna show the sound wave first. As you can see, okay, wait. Okay, so we're going to show the pitch. So as you can see, the pitch itself does not have a high pitched sound like in the British accent, as it just look like this. But for intensity, like this, it forms like a wave as the sound goes like this, like water, as I explained earlier. So water. So it sounds like a wave. But if you close the, okay, so we're gonna show the spectrogram. But if we show the spectrogram, we could not see it very clearly, so we just close the spectrogram, and you will see it, and it will be much clearer to see the difference between these two sounds. So here is the difference between the UK accent, which is this one, and the US accent, which is this one. So as you can see, the UK goes like water, like this, but for the US it's like water, like this. Okay, so we have reached to an end for this video tutorial on how to use Praat. And that is all from me. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you. Bye.